Hi, I'm Patrick Sheridan, performer, educator, instrument designer, and Jupiter artist, and I'm thrilled to be with you today to talk about the new low brass upgrades. When I'm thinking about trying to improve the instruments that we currently have, especially the ones that are used by students, my main driving force is that I'm a father. I've raised 2 kids that were both musicians, and I really believe in connecting kids with the power of making music. So with any sort of idea of trying to connect people with music and make it easier for them in this Jupiter low brass upgrade, we're really trying to make the idea how to play the instrument is secondary to connecting to the emotion in the music that they have inside of them. So trying to make that the tool that they're using, whether it's a tuba or a euphonium or any other instrument, that it feels like it's a part of them and that they don't have to think about the instrument, that they can think about the music. With each instrument that we designed at Jupiter, we thought about not only how the instrument sounded by itself, but how it might sound in the different types of environments that that particular instrument would normally be used in. So it was always using my imagination, if it was not in an ensemble, of what that trumpet or what that trombone or what a euphonium or a tuba would sound like in a band or in an orchestra or in some sort of chamber ensemble, to make sure that the sounds not only worked great by themselves, but they worked really good with instruments together. So in trying to connect young musicians with music easier, there were 3 main areas that we looked at in upgrading the Jupiter low brass. One-piece design, balance enhancements, and a new annealing process allowed for all of these things to work together to make the experience of playing the instruments easier and more fun. 2-piece manufacturing first makes the instrument easier to put together and easier to repair. But over time, sometimes extra vibrations can happen with a 2-piece design. 1-piece design is music first. This is an idea of being able to make the instrument resonate more easily by having less weight and optimal positioning, so that playing the instrument is easier to control and really making music easier to connect to. So as a brass instrument's manufactured, a variety of stresses are put on the brass as it's bent into the shape that eventually becomes a trumpet or a tuba. Annealing is a heat treatment process that alters the microstructure of the brass, that allows for it to attain its maximum potential for beauty of sound and resonance. Annealing does behind the instrument for a performer just simply makes the instrument more beautiful and more easy to play. Balance enhancements on a brass instrument can happen in a couple of ways. At Jupiter, we have a new bell-making process, which has allowed us to take some of the weight out of the bell while maintaining some of its wonderful characteristics for making music. Clear, resonant. I think I prefer this new model. And the 2-piece to 1-piece design allowed for weight to be removed from the instrument as well. So in thinking about where the bracing was with new lighter braces and a lighter bell, we were able to change the center of gravity of the instruments so that the balance doesn't pull the instrument too far forward, too far left or right, or falling into the player, but feels like it belongs as a part of your body when you're playing. One of the main reasons we want great balance on an instrument is so that the act of playing music is easy, so that the attention for making music can be on the music, not on holding the instrument. So 1-piece design and a new bell-making process has allowed for us to be able to eliminate some weight and change the center of gravity, changing the balance and making it easier to play, which makes music easier to connect with. It's really resonant. Throughout this collaboration with Jupiter, we even went so far as to look for the precise location of the new 1-piece braces. And part of that was making sure that the new 1-piece braces were positioned optimally for intonation and for better resonance. I've had the great fortune of being able to spend many years traveling to band rooms all over the world. And it's really fun to see a student hold a new instrument in their hand, all shiny, all beautiful, a new tool to be able to make music with. But I also know that there's a village of people that have been involved from a very flat piece of brass all the way to the place where it ends up in a student's hand to be able to make music. Each step of the process involves an enormous amount of people with dedication and commitment to making sure that finally, when an instrument travels far away, that it's easy to play. Jupiter's longtime commitment to technical innovation, which has led to a consistently high quality of instruments, which at the end of it all makes the instruments that students receive easier to play, more enjoyable, and allows them to connect with the music that's inside with the world that's listening. This is why Jupiter is the first choice.